You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're
Hey,
great.
Derek.
Are we gonna have nicknames for each other each episode?
You're
I think
great.
we should.
You're great.
I'm Underboob. That's the original. That's the OG. So you're Nev Nips. I'm
great.
Underboob.
Oh wait, let's not give away the studio production value we have here.
Pretty low.
You're probably going to sing anyway, so you might as well just use
That's
that
a
part,
good
you
point.
know? You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're great.
You're wonderful.
You're
You're the
great.
grest.
It is how
You're
we
the
start.
grest.
Hey, you know who else is
Who's
the
great?
grest?
Who's the grest?
Riley.
Riley, you're great.
Oh, that's awesome.
You're great.
Yeah.
I feel like you guys
Do you feel great?
I feel like you guys maybe do this like at night
this-
before you go to bed.
Yeah, usually.
We do. Yeah.
I could see
Before
That's
I'm
off
like,
podcast.
I'm getting tired. And I'm like, you guys are great. You're great. You're great. I
Yeah.
love you both. And then I go to bed.
Yeah.
You guys will let me know if I'm making the appropriate amount of eye contact with both of you.
It's a lot.
You're doing a great job.
It's a,
actually.
Really
it's a
hard to
lot of
know
eye
where to look.
contact because Monica and I, when there's a guest, we usually make eye contact if it's just the two of us. But when there's a guest, it's all on the guest.
So we're just
going
going
to
to
always had a guest. You don't
stare
We're
at you.
stare
the
at
whole
you.
time. A lot of times we have guests, but every other.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Riley.
Hi, Mike. Go
How are
on.
you doing today?
I'm fine.
You look great.
Thanks, man.
You're wonderful.
It's
I'm very
welcome.
uncomfortable.
Welcome to the Hug
I know,
Life
that's what I do.
podcast. It's good. I'm Mike Coletta.
I'm Monica Nevi, and this is our podcast.
We have a very special guest today. Rylee Newton is here.
Hello.
I love how calm you are.
I'm so
Hello.
excited for this.
You're a dream guest. Do you know that?
No, I don't. That's nice.
You're the
We've
dream
talked
guest.
about having
We've talked
you
about
for a
having
long
you on
time.
for a long time,
But-
and we finally
Well,
got you.
Let's see how it goes.
Oh, no,
before
this
you-
is going to be great no matter
I know.
what
Let's
happens.
ease into it here. Don't
Whoa,
fucking
Monica's
scare.
lashing out first. Okay.
I am just taking notes on both of your psychological behaviors.
Psychological
No.
Monica.
If for the listeners, they're sitting on a couch and I pulled up my own chair, so I'm just
It's kinda-
judging
It's
them
a fun, like, flowery chair,
with my
too.
notebook. It's a nice chair.
Are you making that noise with your feet?
No, that's the window.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
It's okay.
I can't-
That'd be really weird.
I can't hear that
If you-
noise because I have the headphones on, but I trust
That's
you guys.
good.
It's a noise.
It was just the window rattling.
It's all good.
Oh, yeah, that is a good point.
Mm-hmm. I can only hear what you speak into the microphone. Prepare to talk shit.
Mike's the worst. No, you have been a dream guest for a while. You're my favorite person.
Oh, that's too much.
Too much? Sorry, I know I started off real strong.
I think
but-
it's not enough.
Obnoxious.
I
I,
like-
I get obnoxious when we play trivia.
You know what's funny?
It's
you know
my
what's
favorite
funny
thing.
about this is that she said your favorite person is too much. Is that something we're going to talk about later?
Yeah, later. It'll be fun.
About how people can't take compliments.
Yep.
Nailed
Because
it.
you and I both can't take compliments.
Yeah.
I have a hard time with it too.
Well, it's something I had to work on for a long time.
I don't
so-
give them well either.
Yeah.
I like your shirt. Like,
Perfect. We could talk about that too.
You just go,
When
I
I
like your shirt, and then you walk away.
it's either a blurted something or it's creepy. Like one time at work, this lady, I knew that it was a ticking time bomb. Like she would say to me, "You look nice today," repeatedly, and like with women, bitches.
Right.
There is
Bitches, also known as bitches.
there is a ticking. That clock went from the first compliment you get. You have a time limit, and how, you have to give one back.
Oh,
and I
yeah.
kept letting it
Yeah.
slip.
No, that's true.
I got in a fight with somebody about this one time.
Really?
Or actually, I should say someone assaulted me. She said, "You look like you've lost weight," and I had been like, "I definitely have not." And then she got mad at me and said, "Why don't you ever compliment me?" I was like, "I can't. This is a trap." And
Yeah,
I don't
that's
know,
entrapment.
I don't even know how you got in it.
Trapped you. If you were a dude, she would have been pregnant. You know what I mean? Like same kind of trap.
Not
Yeah,
mad
it's
about that.
entrapment.
No, I'm mad. Sorry.
But then, so this lady, when I worked in Seattle, this lady kept saying stuff. So I finally was like, I got to pull the trigger today. And so she was walking down the hall. Oh, it was so bad. And I saw her coming towards me, and I knew I had to do something. And so I go, "Look at you." And then I went up and down her body with my hand going, "You look nice today." It was so creepy. She followed me down the hall, and then she's like one of those people that's too close when she talks.
Oh, yeah.
Like she was like almost touching my face when she told me that it was the creepiest thing anyone had ever said to her.
And you're
I
like,
was
well,
I-
now we're even. Get away
there's
from
no
my face.
winning. I knew there was no way I was going to win with this lady.
Look at you.
Look
That's
at you.
so funny. That's so funny. Oh, God. Well, I'm glad to get into it here later.
I
then.
am too.
Real quick, we'll do the plug stuff.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah?
I'm ready to go.
You
You want to go first, though, real quick? I gotta
Sure.
type this
Yeah.
again.
My next shows are in Chicago. On the 12th, I'm on Comedians You Should Know. The 13th, I'm on the Parlor Car Show. The 14th, I'm at Wet Cash. And the 16th, I'm at Shithole. So, MonicaNevy.com for all the actual information about those shows. And then I'll be in New York, October 19th through the 23rd for the She-Devil Festival.
All right. Wednesday, the 5th of October, I will be doing trivia with Monica and Rylee at the 1739 pub. And then I leave... Public House. And then I leave... Friday the 7th, and I'm gone until the 11th because I am emceeing the 3rd annual Port Aransas Plywood and Boat Festival of my father's.
World famous.
It's probably the best plywood and boat festival in the country, if not the world.
Well, can I ask a question?
Yeah, of course.
I don't want to.
Yo, you
Is
can.
now the time?
Yeah. Ask away.
Why did those things go together? Plywood and boats. Are you saying they're plywood boats?
They're made of plywood.
You were like two separate,
Guys,
just a plywood festival.
Guys, a little secret. I don't know how they float. I have no idea how they float. I just do the announcements on it. My dad knows. He's never told me. Like, I thought there would be like a dad moment where he'd be like, "This is how the boat works," and he hasn't done it yet.
Well, maybe he doesn't know that you don't know how boats work.
Yeah, I mean,
is there a fiberglass boat festival?
Yeah, I mean that's every other boat festival.
So that would be
most boats are made of fiberglass.
Okay.
That's what sets them apart is because they're just
Yeah,
plywood.
my
boats.
dad's been building a boat called Shanty Girl.
That's good.
Apparently.
Shantily clad.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
That's what they should. Yeah, that's what the boats. The model is called that, and they've been building it slowly on Facebook for the last year, like since the last boat festival.
Oh, so you can see pictures on Facebook.
Yeah, and it's coming out. And they're unveiling it at this boat festival. Ooh. And I'm sitting there looking at these pictures like I have no idea how this thing floats. Like it just looks like a bunch of pieces of plywood put together.
So if you make a boat and then you put it in the water, is there a chance that it'll just fucking sink in front of everybody?
They did have a boat. They did have a boat last year because they have this like area in the marina where kids can like row boats and stuff.
Kids are fucking dumb.
And it was just full of water the morning we got there, and we had to like bail it out, and they had to take it out and fix it.
That's a great way to get rid of a kid you don't really like.
Yeah. How to Get Rid of Kids by Rylee Newton.
You don't even have to drown them in the bathtub.
Let them build their own boat and then fucking
project.
Let them go.
It takes up their time and then it gets rid of them.
Yeah, that's great. You got a lot of time to yourself.
They probably leave with a smile. Like at first, they're probably super excited.
Yeah, they're having a great time, and then they die. Yeah, that's a great plan. Okay,
and then on the 15th, I'm at the 12 Shiny Nichols show again in the West Side Comedy Theater.
Did you guys do that show last night?
We did do that show.
I dreamed about Dan Bilak. I just remembered. Well, first of all, my dreams were informed by that fan blasting me on Power 3. But like, I must have had that in my head because we texted yesterday.
Yeah,
I know Dan from forever ago. He knows some of my secrets. And,
let's get into those.
At some point I saw, you can get Dan over here and he'll tell you.
She drowned a child once, that's all.
But I think I was like, once. There was a kid who drowned when I was a kid.
Okay.
Oh, geez, this got serious.
Oh, Jesus.
I just remember
How did? Okay, this is gonna seem. There's a kid that I don't want to be like, how did it happen? But there was a kid in my class that drowned, or no, from another school that drowned when I was in high school at the same lake we all went swimming at.
Oh, that's scary.
Yeah, because of the thermocline.
What's the thermocline?
Because it gets really cold all of a sudden.
10 feet below the surface, it drops like 40 degrees.
That's what
and your body just goes into shock immediately. If you like go, it's enough to send your body into shock when you hit it if you're not ready for it, and you drown.
But who would go? What about all the scary stuff that low? Why would anybody go?
Because
that low?
the kids are jumping off a bridge, and they get way low, and then they hit that thermocline, especially if they're diving. And then they like freeze up, and you're not ready. Like it's just your body's natural reaction to freeze up.
That's true. So Mike's dad, wooden boats. Mike's mom, diving. She's a dive lady.
I know a lot about water sports.
Takes people diving, like
scuba diving.
Who does this? Your mom does.
Yeah, his mom.
Oh.
So he knows a lot about
water sports, but not the pee kind.
Not the pee kind.
I just realized
we named pee play.
That's like the
water
worst
sports
name
the other day.
Ever for what that actually is.
Yeah, right. Water sports
sounds fun. It's not.
You guys want to have some water sports? You want to go jet skiing? Oh, we're not doing it's opposite of jet skiing.
Anyways, 12 Shiny Nichols.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot.
Yeah.
Right. So Dan, Dan's great.
Yeah.
No, I was just running around and Dan was there and I was like, you do remember me. Like I was just running around to different people.
You're just asking if they remembered you? Or?
Yeah.
Was this in your dream?
Well, I wasn't there last night.
Yeah.
I know. If you were and you didn't tell us,
I'm going to be honest with you, Rylee. If you're dreaming, you should get out of Santa Monica. You should go somewhere far that you can dream at.
It's true. You can go anywhere in a dream.
That's true. I should have flown or something better.
You actually in your dream you drove in traffic to Santa Monica.
I mean,
and you had to pay for parking, and you got out and you met all those people.
I mean, Santa Monica.
A night out. It's like a whole night out in a dream. It's too much.
Santa Monica is nice, but of all places, there to be the fucking comedy club in an alley that's like the brick basement of a building isn't the number one place to be either.
All props to that place for how long it's stayed.
Oh
in
yeah,
business.
and it's fun. I have fun every time.
That place was in business before I left in 2007.
The West Side.
Oh wow.
The place staying
I didn't
open
know.
that
See,
long.
it seems so like
That's
new
awesome.
and like
because they keep remodeling it.
Yeah.
It's done a good job.
Hip. It's hip.
Yeah, you know.
This is my hip voice. I just love that. So in your dreams, you have to commute. Like you go on a dream commute.
That's hilarious.
I feel like there's a bit there.
There's
Like,
a
I
lot
feel
of
like
stuff there.
Jesse Case had something where he was like talking about his mediocre dreams. He's like, why would I have such a shitty life? But the detail of like
going in, getting in your car, going in traffic, paying for parking.
I had a dream I was in Santa Monica, and they're like, "What happened?" And you're like, "I don't know. It took me 45 minutes to get there, so I didn't get to the end of it."
Why is it a dream? Oh, because I didn't worry about having to pay $20 for parking. I just knew I had the money. That was the dream.
I mean, that's pretty good. I don't know. I'd take it.
Is that lot that well? Okay, never mind. Who cares?
I care.
Can we talk about that parking lot?
Yeah.
The garage that's right across from the.
$20. I remember about like $5.
Oh well, no. I'm just making.
Five's
I
not
just
bad.
made up a number.
It can be
yeah.
free if you're under
If it's
90
under-
minutes
yeah.
or whatever. We've gotten pretty.
I'm
good
just
at the
lying to
parking.
everybody. You know, that's
Kind
what
of.
I do all the time. It's my life. Because I don't want anyone to
It's
get too
just
close.
a lie.
There's a dog barking.
What's this doing for your show?
Can you hear it?
It's getting a lot of ratings. Yeah, it's definitely. I can hear it in the
Oh, that's
headphones
fine,
for sure.
whatever.
The lady.
We're pro
I'm
animal.
pretty sure this is a no dog apartment complex, but they don't
Is
really.
that I'm definitely having a dream about that dog.
Is that how it works?
Or it just won't shut up.
The day before is what sets up your dream that night.
Or is it like what you were right before? Sometimes I do that where it's like right before I was thinking
Yes.
about something, and then it's like integrated and then
Yeah,
weird.
that's what happened last night.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
You can also rate and review and subscribe to the podcast on iTunes or Stitcher. And if you're gonna go on Amazon, which Rylee just did, she said, you can go to huglifepodcast.com, click on the banner that's on top. You do your normal.
You can buy some water wings. You can do some water sports.
I was looking at solar panels.
Do you want to put solar panels on?
I don't know. I got very concerned about the environment yesterday for some reason, so then I started looking up.
But you can't put them on your apartment.
No, well, there's portable ones that you can that like just set up on a stand that you could like put on the deck. But then also there's little ones that you can use to just like charge your phone and stuff. And I thought that might be cool. Anyway,
When Ronald Reagan took office, he took the solar panels off the White House
what?
that Jimmy Carter had just put up.
Wow.
I don't think he did it right away, though.
This is why Riley's on our trivia team, but also
Dude, you do this great thing when we play trivia where you're like,
where you know all the answers. It's my favorite part.
But you also like think your way to it, and we all get to watch you think your way to it,
that's
and that's
fun.
what's
I didn't know
entertaining
that.
for me.
Well-
you like start writing stuff down, and you're like, it's like watching like a scene from like a
Beautiful
Goodwill
Mind.
Hunting or a Beautiful Mind.
Yeah. My favorite thing is that I can just like start saying things that are kind of related to what it is, which usually doesn't make sense. We were doing pizza toppings the other day, trying to like figure that out, and I was like pepperoni, cheese, olives, like just yelling things, and eventually like she'll just write shit down and get to it.
There's no better moment. I know it was wrong. But when Kelsey said Red Hot Chili Peppers, and we're all like, "That's it!"
That was
moment
really
felt
good.
so good, even though we were wrong. Like we all got there.
Ahead of my elbows to win that tiebreaker for the drinks, Riley's Vera Wang answer was my favorite.
That was straight
the
up
best.
from all
because she
those
like
shots
sat down,
I've
she was
done.
like Vera Wang, boom, done, and we got it. It was so
But
amazing.
also the thing that I can't do, why I do that like thing, is because I have information I can't find. Like I know it, but I
It's
don't
like a
know where-
corrupted hard drive.
Yeah, so I'll just like I was turning to Steve and I go, wedding dresses, Asian. Like I was
Yeah, that's
saying
what it
that
was,
shit, I
and
go,
then
I fucking know I know
Vera
this.
Wang, and you're like, yeah. It was amazing. For those of you who don't know, Rylee's done comedy forever. We met her in Seattle. Are you from Portland originally? Or yeah, from Portland. But she's also worked for TV shows. You worked for Hollywood Squares for a long time, which we started talking about the other night.
You were like such a fuck off, like it's a fuck off job, whatever. And we're just all like, we loved Hollywood
But I just thought it was funny that we put it together that like when I was coming home every day after school and watching that show was when you worked for it, which was like amazing to me. Because I was like, we loved that show. My family loved that show.
A show a youth would like.
I was weird as fuck. So
I thought the jokes were so funny. I thought it was so like this is so good. Like I was just like into it when I was.
I had mistakenly IMDb'd that show at one point, and there were so many fucking people that were on that show because like comedians like John Roy was on like 2 episodes or something. So they're on there, and I was just like scrolling through like there's pages and pages.
Is it still
of people.
on?
No.
But John, you know why John Roy was on there? Because
he won Star Search.
Well, he won Star Search. That's true.
Right.
Let's not diminish that.
Sorry, no, yeah.
No, but the company that produced that also produced the U.S. Comedy Arts Festival in Aspen.
Oh,
and so they knew him from that. I think
that makes sense. I mean, they had a lot of comedians on there because I'm sure some people who weren't comedians, you had to be like, I hope this goes well.
I did Aspen with John. Now I'm thinking about
yeah. That's fun. Oh man.
How long have you like lived in California for total, you think? Like because you were in Seattle for a little bit and then you came back down, right? Like
I moved here the weekend Princess Diana died. So
that's not funny, but that's fucking awesome. That's how you remember that.
I totally remember it because of that. Like I remember being at my mom's house and watching some of that footage and then driving to LA. And
wow.
And then I left so I moved here in 97 and then I left in 2007.
Okay. Wow, you're here. Okay, so 10 years before you went.
Yeah, that's right. And then I came back like 2 years ago.
So you could be like, I moved here on August 31st, 1997. Since the day
you looked it up. It's true.
They're around that time, yeah.
I don't know what day she died. It might have been the next day. Because that happened at night, but that was...
So we're trying to get... And it was in the UK, so let's...
Well, I do remember going to the International House of Pancakes with my mom and my brother before... So I will tell you the time that I left.
Going away party.
You went to IHOP? Going away party?
It wasn't an IHOP, though. It was like a little... It wasn't an IHOP. Maybe there's a lawsuit somewhere.
Oh.
It's no.
Maybe it was the National Shack of Pancakes.
It might have been called Original...
Original
Pancakes.
has the OHOP.
The OHOP.
I feel you. I'm writing that down.
OHOP, that's pretty good. It's already got a lot of stuff here.
Yeah, we've got written down so much stuff, and it's only been like 15 minutes. So
I think Look at You is really what I want.
Here's the thing about what's going on.
I want it to be called Look at You.
No, I have that down too. But here's the thing about like the podcast is I don't remember anything we say probably about an hour after it happens. So I have to write everything down so I know what to put in the description. Otherwise,
and we do like we name the episode based on something that we say and like stuff like that. So we want it to be something relevant.
Look at you.
Or else I have to listen to it again. I mean, not that that's bad.
Yeah. But
all right.
What else do we need to plug? Amazon, we did that.
I think we got all of social media.
Yeah.
Is there anything you would like to plug? Right?
No.
I don't know. No.
No.
Okay.
Twitter, nothing.
Trivia team.
Not really. I'm mostly dead.
You're mostly dead?
I don't tweet enough. I haven't done stand-up in over a year. I hate my job.
But you love trivia on Wednesdays.
That's all I got.
I know. That's one of my favorite things to do. So
that's one of our favorite things to do. And when we all say we're going, I get really excited. It's like my weekly things.
Are you ever going to do stand up again, or are you done
here? I don't know. I kind of miss it.
Would you do it other places? I love your stand up. I love your stand up. I think you're so funny. So
much stress.
But doing it here is way different.
It sucks, and I don't want to like start over and like I was saying to somebody, you can't go to like I'm a wreck. Like I have to do it for a while to be comfortable enough to speak and be loose. But like when I go places where I don't know anybody, I know it's lame or lazy or lamesy.
Pew, pew, pew. Laser sounds.
I don't want to be like, I've had the experience here so many times of people who saw me once and then come up later and go, "You're actually funny." And I'm like, I don't like that experience.
Yeah.
I'd rather shortcut it and just have them realize that. Like,
well, and you've been doing it for a long time, like, so it's not.
Well, and my stress streams are always about like how bad I am at it because like I don't know how to do it anymore.
You have to drive 45 minutes. You got to park,
so
and then
you drive to the comedy store. You park. You put your name in the bucket. You wait for 45 minutes in your dream,
and then I bomb. I think I bombed last
worse,
night.
you don't get up, and then you just go to the burger place next door in that train car. It's there. Hot dog burger place. It's pretty good.
Mike knows where all the burgers are.
I know about all the burgers.
But that makes it. So what about like when you're in Portland or whatever? Do you go up when you're there?
A little bit, like when I go home, but then it's like, I don't know. I feel like I embarrass myself because like I go and do Barbara's show home and like
great show.
You know
Barbara
that feeling
show's
when
good.
you know someone
okay.
thinks you're funny, and I'm not saying I don't think she's funny, but I'm saying like that confidence that you like when you're playing outside of your ability a little bit,
Yeah.
like because
I do
I'm
that
so
all the
rusty. But like when I do a room like that, that's like, you know, Barbara's spastically excited. That's okay to say, right?
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
feel like that's a bad word.
Spastic?
No, I thought maybe that touched on some kind of mental state that's bad.
I don't know. I don't
Probably,
think so.
but let's just keep going.
I think you're
Fine.
good.
Yeah, it's but I mean, then you just like have that experience of where you're like, comedy's amazing, and then comedy just like slaps you around the rest of
It's
the
the
night.
biggest ups and downs.
It really
than anything
is.
else I've ever done.
We were
in
talking
my
about that
life.
last night.
Yeah.
Because you'll do something really cool, or you do like, whoa, this theater open for this person, and the next night you're like, here's 3 people that obviously hate me. Like,
I
this
did
is great.
The first time I did Bridgetown, the night after Bridgetown, I was at Dave's of Milton. And it hurt so bad.
I feel like a lot of people have that experience.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
like everything is this perfect like bubble of, you know, like fun and whatever, and then it's like back to life.
Yeah, just like back to normal.
That really is.
But do you want to
It's
do our
okay.
piece? Do you want to do good news?
Yeah, we have to do.
We got to do some good news. I have good news stories I share, and I say them to you on the podcast. And you tell me what you think about them.
Are they? Well, oh wait, I was going to say, are they part of your life or are they?
No, they're like news.
Like
they're
Mike's
not
just
part
like,
of my life.
I had a sandwich.
Good
today.
news
Like,
for my life. Riley's here.
Yeah, great.
Friendship forever, never change.
I'm excited. You ready?
I'm ready.
Hey guys, good news.
That's our opening for it. Okay, can we ease up on the shopping carts
Somebody
outside?
just has a shopping cart in our apartment, fucking lobby area or whatever it is. It's not a lobby. It's a.
This was in
courtyard.
Glamour magazine. This special ed teacher had all of her students in her wedding.
What?
Yeah, it's
Aw,
really
that's
nice.
cute.
It's a really
Does she
sweet
not have
story.
other friends? See, this is what
She's
I
a
do.
teacher.
I'm like, what?
Did you say, does she not have any other friends?
That's so mean.
I'm sorry. I just sorry. Yeah. No, that's great. I think
She's a Kentucky teacher at the Christian Academy Rock Creek.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Do you seek these stories out, or do they
I
find
go
you?
on Reddit.
Ooh, that's a
I
good
go on
question.
Reddit and I go to our uplifting news.
Oh, okay.
And they're all good news stories, pre-sorted for me, and I pick
Do
the
you
ones
let
that
them
apply.
come to you once you're there, though?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I see
You
it.
don't
They
force
speak to
it.
me. I
You're
don't
like,
force
this
it.
is-
There's a lot. There's one that I really wanted to do today, and I'm like, that's not good. And I felt like it was important, but it's not good news. It just hurt feelings. So
Can we hear about it at the end after you do all the other ones? That
Yeah,
you
I think
chose?
if I can find it again, I might not even saved it because I thought it was so upsetting.
Okay. Well, yeah. Well, that's nice. She let her students be in her wedding.
But yeah,
Sorry. It's hard. To
I can
not,
remember.
Like,
I can
wrote it.
remember the story if we
Damn
can find it. Actually, it's right here. Never mind. I did save it. I'll leave it down. Today I learned with funds from ALS 2014 Ice Bucket Challenge. You guys remember that Ice Bucket Challenges?
Yes.
They found a gene using that money, NEK1, and can develop gene therapy to treat inherited ALS.
What?
It worked. Fucking
Oh
Ice
my
Bucket
God.
Challenges. Remember, I did it. I spilled cold water twice because my girlfriend
Mitch
messed
and
up the
I
video
did
the
it
first
in
time.
front of an audience in Indianapolis.
Yeah.
Were you then electrocuted, or how did that end?
They it was like a mob. They chased us afterwards. No, we had just done a show, and then we had both been challenged, so we did it outside. There's a lot of
Yeah.
screaming. Really, it was great.
This is what's
holding
crazy
blue?
about it is a. Oh, sorry. Were you saying
I
something?
was just wondering if they're holding Blue Man auditions.
Blue Man and Stomps next door.
That's
so
what I was
that's
thinking
yeah,
of. Actually,
yeah.
Stomp. I wasn't thinking of Blue Man.
The Ice Bucket Challenge. Did you guys know it raised $115 million?
Wow.
Because some people were like, "Oh, it's a dumb stunt," but it said it funded 6 big research projects.
That's
So
awesome.
It worked.
That's huge.
Isn't that
and
cool?
That's
yeah,
awesome.
that's a real.
Gosh, I feel good right now.
Real downer of a disease
I
too.
feel
If you
really
find out you
good.
have that, it's not a whole lot you can do about it. So
All right.
that's exciting.
Yeah, you ready for this one? This one's near and dear to my heart. This next one.
This is a good one.
Boats, probably.
No.
Something with water. Video games.
Nope. Muhammad Al-Jalil, Catman of Aleppo,
Cats. That's
rescues hundreds of Syrian cats. So as people left Syria, all of them left their cats with this man. And he's taking care of all their cats in Syria
crazy
still.
cat man.
And he's got 100 cats, and he feeds them all, and he takes care of them. It's really nice.
Can I propose? I'm just pitching. Ice bucket challenge with cats. All the money goes to this guy.
All the money goes to this dude.
But you are going to have to douse your cats.
Just meow, meow. Just raisin money. I just pitch idea here. Just pitching this out. No one judge me, okay? That's a good idea. It's a great idea.
I would
Just the visual of Ice Bucket Challenge with cats.
I would watch a 30-minute
really
show once a week on people ice bucket challenging cats for sure.
Let's start a new.
My friend's
It
cat,
worked the first time.
my friend's cat.
Start a new cat ice.
I don't know if
bucket
he fell into the bathtub or they gave him a bath. I don't know how it happened, but he took a picture of it all wet and angry, and it's one of my favorite pictures still. It's so funny.
God, that's.
You guys want to hear the? You guys want to hear the one that?
That you decided to just give.
Townville Elementary School firefighter praised for tackling teenage gunmen and preventing school massacre. And the reason it sounded good, but it wasn't, is 3 people already died before he stopped the guy.
But but a lot of more people would have died.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
You're so good at this. So you're playing correctly. Good job.
But I don't know. It's a really good story. I suggest you Google it. But it's a guy saved a bunch of lives, and he just tackled a dude with the gun and saved him.
Yeah.
I've often thought I wish that I was in it. I keep talking over you, Monica. I'm sorry.
No.
No, I talk over all the time. You can go for it.
I wasn't going to say anything important, honestly.
I was just going to say that I've often wished. Well, okay, but I don't want this to happen now that I'm saying it out loud. But I've often wished that I were in one of those situations because I'm not saying I'm suicidal, but I'm ready to go if it's my time.
And might as well do it as a hero, yeah?
Right?
Okay, yeah. I've thought about that
on
as
the
well.
bus one time. I was like, I hope this guy shoves me out so that I well, I don't actually.
You say you're the hero, but really you just murder some dude.
No, somebody just.
I want to go off the hero. You just murdered a guy that pushed you on the bus. He's dead now.
I just wanted people to know that he wasn't a very nice person. And if I had to die to...
Maybe not the best example, but yeah, I get it.
That's not a great example.
I think when we were seniors in high school, me and my friends were sitting around, because it had just started, there was Columbine, but then there was some other, smaller school shootings. It had just started becoming, we were hearing about them a lot. And all of my friends were like, what would you do? And, all of my guy friends, I don't know if they were just trying to one-up each other, but they were like, I would fucking try and tackle him. I would save the day kind of thing. And you're, listening to it, all right. I hope you would do that.
It's like how Mark Wahlberg said that if he was on one of the 9/11 planes, they wouldn't have crashed. It's like that. It's like... It's like you have no idea
fucking Steven Seagal and Donald Trump were on a plane. It's
you have no idea what you'd be like. You think you'd be that way, but you probably wouldn't be.
Well, and also it implies he's braver than 4 other planes worth of people.
Yeah,
there's not one dude on there I'm
an insane statement to make.
He's like, I can be in my underwear too, Mark. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I think that was Mark Wahlberg. Hopefully, I'm not quoting the wrong person and giving Mark a bet.
Everyone, all the Hugbugs now hate Mark Wahlberg.
Yeah, don't go after Mark, guys. He's a really nice person.
Can I ask if you just said I can be in my underwear too?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. I'm missing some of your gems over there.
Thank you. That's how I feel most of the time.
What did I miss?
I just said I can be in my underwear too.
Oh.
It's that guy on the plane's just as brave as Mark Wahlberg. Anyways, now that we've fully analyzed that joke.
That's the good news. It's over. We did it.
That was great.
Thank you. You're great.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Rylee,
good
you're
news.
Thanks, man. So are you?
So are you?
You said it like a question. I think so.
Are you wonderful?
Let's peace spin. Let's do. I'm excited about this. I think it's going to work out. So we're going to positive spin. We pick a topic every episode. We're going to talk positively about it. Maybe some people don't think it's a positive thing. I don't know. We're going to talk about taking compliments and how you should just let it. I think it's important to just let it happen. I'll tell a story.
She's closing her book. This is off the cuff.
It's serious.
She's not analyzing us anymore.
I'm going to tell a story that I'm making up right now. No.
Maybe I'll hold a pen and write about what you're saying.
Oh,
do you want to borrow my notebook? No, I'm just kidding. I don't.
You just get it back. It just says bitch, all in the pages, over and over again, like a crazy writing at 7.
Just every blank page now says bitch really big. A wedding in my family. One of the moms made the dresses for all the bridesmaids, and they were all different heights. Like all the ladies were different heights, and she hemmed them so that when they stood next to each other, they were all the same length. Like the dresses were all the same length. And somebody came up to her and was like, "That is crazy. That's innovative. Like no one's ever done that." And she just went, "Thank you very much. I appreciate that." And my dad tells that story all the time because he was like, "Oh yeah, you're supposed to just say thank you when someone compliments you." Because a lot of times, and especially as comedians, I think people go, "Oh well, yeah," or whatever. You know, "Oh, you're really funny," and you're like, "No, that's fine," or whatever. You can just say thank you. I appreciate that.
See, and I feel like I say thank you. I appreciate that after shows to the point where people think I'm a fucking robot.
Because you say it to them,
or they think I'm a dick because I just say it to everyone. I don't know what else to say.
I do run out of things to say. But some people, I think, because in general, people aren't good at taking compliments, so then they don't believe you when you do take it. Like I get a lot where people are like, "Oh, you're really funny," and I'm like, "Thank you so much," and then they go, "No, seriously," and I'm like, "I believe you. Like I didn't. Thank you. I do appreciate the compliment."
I was sort of hoping that story would end with that's the last compliment she ever received because she died later that night. But that didn't happen, probably.
No, she's still alive. One of them died later, but she's still alive.
Here they are.
Because she waited a little bit longer and said thank you, she wasn't hit by an asteroid that killed the rest of the wedding party.
She had sewn so many things that she bled to death out of her fingers.
Oh, there it is.
There you go. Does that make you feel better?
Nailed
it. What? You're not good at it. I wish you were.
I'm not good at it?
Yeah, taking compliments.
When have you given me a compliment that I wasn't good at?
Well, the other day we were on the podcast. Everyone was there for that. And Casey tried to compliment us about the tour, and you immediately went, "Yeah, I don't do stand-up as much as I should," and stuff like that. And then I said it out loud. I went, "You could just take."
But I think because
we're from
a similar school, I'm guessing, based on not being able to take a compliment, that there is a little bit of this like need, because it's almost like you feel like you have to explain why you're not even better. Like it's fucked up.
Okay, that's an interesting.
It's a lot how. I don't want to be perceived as an arrogant douchebag because I know a lot of arrogant douchebags. So,
but here's always my.
I was actually not know. I was raised around a lot of like I know.
Probably in the boating world.
Yeah, so, I mean, there's a lot of arrogant seamen out there.
A lot of plywood and boat assholes. It's but I think that
I am the best boat person.
Yeah, they're trying to do something nice for you, and then you saying like. You not taking it is almost offensive to them. Yeah, because you're being like, I don't trust what you're saying, or no, you're wrong. When they're like, actually, like that's their opinion. Mike, I think you're really funny, and you're like, oh, whatever. It doesn't. Not that you do that, but I'm just saying, if you know what I mean, you're kind of shutting them down.
Yeah, because usually they're like, hey, Mike, you're really fun. I'm like, fuck off. Yeah. I just walk away.
Suck a dick.
Just over the top.
Hey, Mike, I think you're really funny. Gay. Like, get away from me. No.
Whatever, queer.
Yeah.
I just become really hateful.
But I think that people would only take it the way you're afraid of is if someone was like, Rylee, I think you're really funny. And you're like, yeah, I know. Like that's the only way. Like, but if you say thank you, then they're like, okay, they felt good, I feel good. It's a good thing.
That's true, because I have heard people do that, and that's not
douchey.
Pleasant.
Right. I've heard like some, I don't know,
nutrageous people.
You know, as comedians, we want everyone to be good and be nice so that when audience members go to a show, they're like, this is what stand-up is. I like stand-up. I'm going to go again, right? So then when they meet a headliner that's a dick, then they're like, oh, that's what fucking headlining comedians are like. And I've heard people do that where it was a headliner after a show, and somebody was taking a photo with her, and he referenced one of her jokes, like said like, oh, ha ha ha, and she goes, I'm the comedian, let me do it, kind of thing. And I was like, damn it, now he fucking like is never gonna be excited to like remember someone's jokes or like say something back to them. Like it just, they think no but you could actually it's closer to home. Yeah, but
is it you?
It is me. Yeah, I'm a bitch. Also not a headliner, but now do you want to know?
I've almost
do you
want to
know?
Don't want that out there that I said that name.
Oh no, I don't. I mean, maybe she has, but that wasn't who I was talking about. But yeah, I just feel bad for them because they're excited. They were a fan,
right?
And then there was like a friend of a friend actually, and I watched it happen, and he was like really disappointed. Now, especially when you know someone you're a fan, and then it's like, oh, now they're a dick.
It just
like,
reeks of insecurity to do that, though. Like, you know, it's like by the same person who sort of wants to perpetuate this idea of headliners as untouchable or that they deserve or earned the right to be dicks because they're better than most people or whatever the idea is. Like, it all comes from insecurity.
Yeah.
It's like, why would you ever say I'm the comedian? It's like, there was no confusion by on
Right, exactly.
part.
It's like I think
audience.
he liked what you said. Like that's why he was saying it. You know what I mean? It wasn't
was
like
a dude though. There might have been like that other sort of dynamic where women
yeah.
are kind of like always on guard or sort of uber sensitive because
like I can be dominant. It doesn't have to be you. You don't need to that kind of thing.
I'll go.
That makes sense. You finish.
No, you finish.
No. You go.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that I should say I'm not saying that women aren't rightly indignant because dudes. Oh, so many dudes say
Dudes
you're
be
like
creepy.
funny for a girl. Essentially,
Yeah,
Right,
or
yeah.
dudes
my
be
friends
shitty.
don't like male or female comics, but they like you.
But
It's
they
like,
liked you. Yeah.
Just don't bother.
I usually intro Monica. I'm like, hey, your next comic. I know women aren't funny, but please welcome to the stage, Monica and Evie. That's usually how I intro her.
But the favorite intro I've ever gotten, which I know he was being funny. He said, "Hey, your next comedian. Well, we tried to get a black guy because you're supposed to have one, but we couldn't. So your next comedian is a girl, but she's really funny. Here you go, Monica Nevy."
Now, I do want to guess this one.
Yeah.
That it could be Rick Kunkley.
It was Rick Kunkley. Yes, because I'm sure he's done it before.
Fucking nailed it.
That's hilarious. Absolutely.
When we started, when I started, you were doing comedy a lot. You were one of my didn't know you were mentoring me mentors. You know
Oh,
that? Like,
thank you, Mike.
Yeah. See? Huh?
Is that
See?
the right?
That was great.
That was really
That
good.
was perfect. Yeah.
But I don't really think the answer to that is thank you. It's more like,
That's very nice to say.
oh, that's nice to hear.
Yeah.
It's so hard for me not to go, but I was a mess.
Yeah,
It's
see,
so
I
hard
didn't.
to not qualify. a
But you did a
compliment.
good
You
job.
said,
I mean, it
you
is.
were a mess. I would have said, I didn't know that.
I think maybe
thought
you
were
could.
just very funny.
You could still
And I would
qualify it
watch
if you were like,
from afar on stage, be like laughing and laughing.
yeah, you can say, "Oh, I didn't know that. Thank
So I
you."
laughed then.
I felt like kind of a mess at the time, but
Okay, I like that. That's
Yeah.
good,
So you could still
that's a
kinda
good
do both.
Middle ground.
You could it's like thank you, but
yeah,
it's like opposite
is
of
it?
improv. It's just like thank you, but
thank you,
I
but
honestly
yes,
think
and
the root of some of this is this perfection seeking.
yeah,
Because I could always say something like when I feel like I've had a good set, I want to be alone. I don't want to talk to anybody, and I just need a second to work up my drum sessions. No, but that's like I don't want to share the moment with other people. It's so weird.
you just want to feel good about it for a
I
second.
completely get that because for me, it's like even if I have a good set, there's always one thing that could have been better.
Right,
Like it's
that's-
never like it's like because I know I said this one thing wrong, and it didn't work out. Even though everything else worked, that one thing didn't work out.
But I think to the extreme, I rock the mic like a. Sorry, I tried to sing.
Vandal.
Vandal.
Candle?
Vandal.
Vandal.
But for me, when
Vandal.
I have that experience where I can't find something wrong, it's so backwards. I'm like, I don't want to talk
Like,
to anybody
wait a
Yeah.
because
second.
I'll just tell them what I did wrong, and I don't want to right now.
You
Like
wanna,
it's
like-
like
That's
a
great.
weird
That's it. That is interesting.
instinct. It's a weird.
Oh, that's interesting. I do have, from being younger, I was always like, okay, there's always something you can do better. There's always something you can do better, that kind of thing. So it's hard for me to feel good about something. So I have that issue. So I force myself to be able to like take compliments or whatever, even though in my head I'm like, yeah, but I could have done this differently, or yeah, but I could have done that differently. So it's just
Right, because I think on some level people get annoyed when I've experienced it enough times that people get worn out. I think they almost think it's fake, or that you are sort of falsely modest.
Oh.
Like there's a whole school, like there's a whole territory over here when you correct a compliment. That
Yeah.
really it's just garbage you don't need.
right, when you're
It's
like,
so much
well, I
easier to
could
just say thanks.
falsely modest actually is an interesting thing because I feel like I've met a lot of comedians that are like that. They're like, oh no, but you can see it in their face where you're like,
They're like, I'm the
you,
shit.
you feel really good right now. Just feel
Right.
good. Just feel. There's nothing
Right.
wrong with feeling good. Just feel good. No, that's great.
I also just hate the idea of saying I killed so much that anytime someone's like
So,
"You killed, I
yeah,
instantly
maybe
check
there
out.
is-
like no.
just
I didn't kill.
Yeah, just a fear of coming off as
Keel.
like a douchey.
Keeled over because I'm overweight.
Oh, that's the opposite of a
Yeah, man.
That's what I
self-compliment.
say. It's self-degradation.
You're cutting with
Degradation?
your mouth.
How come I can't think of the word? Self-deprecating.
Deprecation. Yeah.
Degradation. That's not the right word.
I mean, you're still going backwards a little bit, but
You guys aren't big potheads, huh?
just
I'm
because
not
there's
saying
no
that.
pot. No,
I
there's
wish
a
I had
bag
some
full
weed.
of weed stuff down
Yeah,
there.
it's
It's
just down
mine,
there.
but he doesn't smoke, but I do.
I
I don't
see you as
smoke.
a pot person.
Strictly a food person. It's my vice.
I'm a pot person, and then I'm a food person.
It's a fun
That's how it
vice.
works.
Do you know what's a great restaurant to go to? Soup Plantation. Have you ever been to a soup plantation?
Oof, Mike.
Have you? This is exciting.
I've been one time.
Was it not good for you?
I mean, you're talking about a buffet situation.
I love buffets.
It's
I
what-
could never
yeah,
do
it's
that.
just a
It's
buffet.
like there's no world in which I could be the only person at soup plantation because there's no way I could ever eat in public like one should do at a soup
I'm
plantation.
going to be honest with you. I eat like that in public, in private, on planes. I don't care. I want it.
You've reached past the. Good for you. That's a
I'm
confident
beyond
move.
shame.
There you go.
is what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Don't be ashamed of the way you eat. Get it, girl.
They have clam chowder. I really like clam
Can I
chowder.
pitch though a soup
Yeah.
plantation for one?
Please.
So you pitch. I thought you were gonna say, "Can I pitch real quick though?" Cats getting dunked into the soup containers at soup plantation.
Cats at soup plantation. That's what it is.
Yum yum. So much tuna.
Cats doing the ice bucket challenge at soup plantation. I
Yeah,
think
that's
it
what it
would have
Cross
been-
marketing.
Yeah,
Fucking thing.
it's work. It's a good cause.
that was a good pea spin.
Yeah, I think we did good. Just take compliments.
We
It's-
talked
See
about
what
it.
it's
really
called?
got to the-
Peace?
Positive
Positive
spin. I say
spin, I
pea
mean-
spin to
Oh,
shorten
pea
it because
spin.
we're all about fun
You know,
names
spin
here.
your pee. Or
Spinning your
whatever.
pee around the
That's
room.
for pussy.
Talking about that. It's pussy.
Oh, God.
Oh, fun. Top 5 turnaround.
Yes.
Monica, I got to get you in the female basketball league.
Dude, so I actually asked about it to a friend. What do you mean you have to get me in? Do you know people?
So my friend Morgan is playing on a league, and they get into some like serious competition, but also like that's some sweet networking.
No, yeah, I know. So I've thought about it, and I probably shouldn't say this on the podcast, but I did text a friend that I know is in it, and I just asked, like, who's allowed to play? Like,
Do you
what's
know
the
Erin
deal?
Foley?
I know who she is. Fan.
Well, at some point this has
but-
to go offline, but
Yeah. No, it was another person, but I told her, but then I was honest about it. I was like, I did play in college, so I don't know who's allowed. Because sometimes,
I don't think do they restrict that?
no, she said she didn't think so, but a lot of leagues sometimes, for like rec leagues, they'll say you have to wait until like you've been out of college for 5 years or a certain amount
Has
of
it not
time.
been 5 years?
I
take
think
back-
it is 5 now,
I
but
rescind every compliment I gave you.
I think it is 5 now, but I really did.
fucking jock
I
over
really
here.
want to. I really want to play.
I'm gonna mention it
I
to Morgan
really-
and say that you're a
Yeah,
ringer.
if they need a player, I would love to play. But the person I was talking to was like, "Well, most of the teams are full, and we've already started," kind of thing. But I'm like super interested. I told her I would just go and watch and like check it out. But
Yeah, they play I think they play Saturdays. They either have games or they what's it? Practice.
practice or something.
What's the word I
Yeah.
can't
If
remember?
you, hell
Practice.
yeah, like that
Talk
would
about
actually
practice.
like totally balance my life out. I think I would be an extremely happy person if I could figure that out.
Yeah.
Can
Yeah,
you
thank
find
you.
me an all comedians Dungeons and Dragons game I can join?
There
Well, you
are
should-
plenty of those, aren't
I
those?
think there probably are.
I
a
just
lot
am
of
afraid
those.
I'm afraid to ask people. I don't know people. So
What about going to that game? Not GameStop. That's for
Meltdown
posers.
or game.
No, there's that place in Glendale.
Oh, do comics go there?
I have to go to the bathroom when I think about it. There's so many games.
Whoa, I want
You have to go to the bathroom when you think
I
about
get
it.
my stomach gets upset thinking about
Oh,
how to
got it.
process all that
How
information.
many board games?
There's so many games.
There's so many
there.
board games. You got to poop.
It's kind of true.
There's certain places that I have to poop when I walk into.
Libraries, record stores, or whatever
For
they're
me,
called
it's
now.
like big box stores like Best Buy or Target
because
usually.
they have so much stuff.
Because they have so much stuff, and I'm just like, and I mean, honestly, a lot of comedy clubs that I go to, I'm just like, I know you have a nice bathroom, so I'm just gonna go take care of this right now.
Just gonna get it out right away.
What
Cool.
about Home Depot when
Glad
you get to the plywood aisle?
Oh yeah, that's a good one. You smell that wood? Smell that
Plywood,
wood?
you're like,
Mix
this
poo.
smells like it's gonna float. Great.
Smelling those logs. Oh, the next game we're gonna play is called Top 5 Turnaround, and you and I are on a team.
Okay,
Are you excited?
I'm so excited.
You know we're on a team every Wednesday. We can be on teams not on
I
Wednesdays.
feel like I'm abusive. Am I abusive?
No, you're not
No.
abusive. You're
Okay.
wonderful.
You're the best.
See, this is the other piece of compliments where you make people give them to you.
That's good.
That's
You
right.
can
That's
fish
fine.
for
And
them.
you turn them away.
Mike knows about boats.
And about
You can
boats.
Fish for compliments. Sorry, I'm trying
Troll
to
for
find
compliments.
this fucking...
What are you doing, Monica? You on
trying to
Twitter?
find this charity, but it's not working. Anyways, okay. So we had briefly mentioned therapy before. This was a top 5 turnaround I had from before, but I really wanted to do it. So I've been to therapy a lot. I like it. I think it's great. I think everyone should do it. Michael has not been to therapy,
No.
however.
That's why I live with you.
We've asked about it a little bit. He's asked questions. Riley's been to therapy. So here are... Oh, this is how this works. Did you explain it?
No, not
Yeah,
yet.
okay.
It's your game. So
Sorry.
Explain it.
This is how this works. I found the top 5 worst of something, and you guys have to tell us why it's good. I'm going to give you one. You tell us why it's good. You're on the same team, whatever. So these are the top 5 worst things that therapists can do, and you got to tell us why. Maybe that's not that bad, or maybe why that might help you, or something like that. More ridiculous,
I've
better,
never had to go to
honestly.
the bathroom more than right now.
Do you need to go to the bathroom?
No, I just got so...
Oh, you just... Yeah, okay. Perfect. Mike, are you ready? Are you
I'm so ready.
Is this a speed round? I feel like we're...
No,
No, it's not.
I know
It's
it
not-
did.
it's not-
Sorry, it did feel...
Oh, I found the charity.
You did? Yeah.
Yeah, I found it.
Cool.
All right, cool. I'll send it to you. Yeah, I'm ready to go.
All right.
Ready? So you and I got to positive spin this thing.
Top 5 worst things
Am I
therapists
competing against you?
can
No, we're
do.
together.
No, you're in the same.
It's co-op.
Yeah,
Don't worry
does
about it.
Are
Sound
you the
like you got to
enemy? Who's the
buzz
enemy?
in.
Monica's the enemy.
Okay.
Oh, am I the enemy? Okay.
You're always the enemy.
I'm the enemy, apparently. All right. So 5 worst things therapists can do. Number 1, eating in front of the client, like during the during the
Has
session.
this happened to you before?
So I'm sitting here. This is perfect, actually, because I look like the therapist. So I'm sitting here. I'm eating while you're trying to tell me all your problems. Why is that a good thing?
I can't say it's a good thing right away without saying this. Like, I can't stand the noise people make when they eat.
Oh, yeah.
And when they have bags and they crinkle them. But I will say, if there's a type of immersion where I have a breakthrough because I'm so angry, then maybe that is a positive.
Oh, that's so perfect.
I think the way
Just push you right to that edge.
I think the way I could make it good is if they started eating, I'd be like, "Can I have some of that?" You know what I mean? And we'd like share and bond over that.
Do you know
Okay,
if they
so you
wash
would-
their hands?
I don't care. You have to. If stuff falls on the floor, I'll eat it. I don't give a shit,
I don't-
Riley. I don't care.
Do
Look
you
at
know
me.
if they
Look
wash
at
it?
me. I have
That's
such
a
low
good question.
I'm
standards.
not on board. I'm not going to agree with you.
You're not going to agree with me?
Would it depend on what they're eating?
Yeah,
my
obviously. Like
God.
if they're eating a salad, I'll be like, "Fuck no."
The mouth noises alone. And then what if they tell me about your, and then you can hear them swallowing while they ask you about something that's been bothering you forever. Like, I can't think of any way that would be good except for
Yeah, I
through
don't know.
rage. Like, just,
So yeah, they'd be like, it's
Torture.
okay to get, maybe they're doing it on purpose so that you can actually get mad. Maybe
You know what?
your thing is that you can't get mad. And
I
they're-
once had a therapist in LA. She did something called EMDR, which is where sounds like I've now been to Vietnam and I wasn't telling you about it.
Oh, we forgot that
people
part.
with
Hollywood
PTSD.
Squares, Vietnam, same thing.
But it's some people do it for PTSD. Like, it's hardcore. And that anyway. She went to a show I did at the Improv and sat in the front row and ordered nachos. I'm sure at some point I said, I got food issues. But either way, like, number one, she should never have been there. But then also so
is
distracting
weird for her to
look
go to a
down
show.
and see
Your
her
therapist
eating
eating
those
nachos?
fucking nachos. Like, what control do you have over your life?
Yeah. That's messed up.
Later, I was told it was wildly inappropriate that she was at that show.
Yeah, absolutely. That seems really weird. But
Did she know you were there too? She just went
Oh, yeah. She was like front row.
right up in your grill.
weird. I mean,
Yeah.
that could be its own thing. Like seeing you out of. You're supposed to pretend like you don't know me, right? Is that like the
Isn't that
normal?
how it
You're
works?
not really supposed to hang
I
out.
ran into my therapist I was working, and her son's birthday was at where I worked. And I was like, "Oh, hey!" And she's like, "How you doing?" I was like, "Good, okay." And then
Well,
that
she-
was like it. But
Did you have any bits about her?
no,
Well, that's good.
yeah. All right. So
Good.
it
I
could,
would eat
it
the
could
food.
push you to rage.
It would push her to rage.
That's great.
We're all
Okay.
good.
Yawning or sleeping or being bored while they're talking.
So this is where we're supposed to say this. Well, you know what? Half the time I don't even want to
positive
be there.
spin is I
You're
would
like, me
take
too.
it.
We'll just take a nap.
I would take it like, oh, they're not reacting. There must be nothing wrong with me. This is like boring. You're like,
Okay.
I'm great.
I'm great.
I'm just normal. If they're yawning and bored through
mean,
it, I'm
if these
clearly not
prob-
fucked up. So this is good.
You know, also, it
Never
could
been to
teach
therapy.
you how to be better at confrontation. because you really would be required to say something. If
Hey,
someone was
am I
asleep.
boring you? Sorry.
Yeah, sometimes I just like won't say anything, but I have a feeling that I'd like to make them cry. So I haven't had the
Has
experience
your
of them being
therapist
bored.
ever cried with you or at something you said? I had that happen before. It was weird.
One of them said they almost cried, and I was like, "Damn it, I almost got there."
I almost got you.
Got you. If they start crying, you'd be like, got you.
Yeah, boom.
Got
And
you
just
so
leave, just
good.
walk out.
Dun, 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 dun.
But yeah, I think that would make me like. You probably would have to say something. Like, there
Yeah.
you go. So that's if they did it on purpose because they thought that I wasn't confronting them, then there it is.
Okay.
These are fucking real
You'd
answers.
have
Dude,
to
we
say
got
these
good
are
answers.
these are good. Okay. Inappropriate disclosures. So like they tell you too much about themselves. Like they're not really supposed to say what's going on with them.
Well,
But they,
for me, the more I learn about someone, the more I trust them, and I feel better about it. So that would be good for
Yeah.
me.
Okay,
That
yeah.
is trust building.
Yeah.
Also,
Even if they're not supposed to, I feel like, oh, they're telling me this.
would you feel special? Like, oh, she's not supposed to do that,
Yeah,
but she told me.
I feel like
so.
she's in love with me. I'm like, oh yeah, you're not supposed to tell me
Like,
that.
what's up, stepbrothers? When she
Yeah, we
Yeah.
love each other now. That's why I don't
Yeah.
go therapy. I fall in
I'm
love
trying
too
to think
easy.
if anybody's ever done that, but it is also it is trust building.
Yeah.
Although it's a little bit like self-involved.
when you're like, this
Yeah.
isn't about you. It's not.
But if they said like, I robbed a bank and I left the money in, and then told you the location, you could go get it.
Yeah.
And
Well,
that'd be
that's a
probably
great.
a positive.
That's great.
Thank you.
It's a really good one. All
Don't
right.
tell anybody
Perfect. Well,
because you don't know.
speaking
You
of-
don't have to not tell their secrets. They
It's
just
true.
can't tell yours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You're not under a license or
This is a
whatever.
damn good one, Monica.
Thank you.
Or we're just really good at analyzing.
We're only 3 in, so let's okay, this one. So they dress with displays of wealth. So they're like wearing
Got a
fancy
Rolex
stuff. They got a
watch on.
Rolex. They got like fancy shit going on that they're like using.
I don't know
make
why.
you feel
I would take that personally,
very
like,
dark
oh, the
in
summer
here.
behind the clouds. I would take that personally, like, oh, they've been doing this a while. They're successful.
Fuck,
they
yeah.
must be good. If they're making money, they know what
Okay.
they're doing.
All right, yeah.
So,
That's
Exactly
a
what I was
good.
gonna say.
That's a
Dude.
great.
Why would you
Boom.
be mad that
Hi.
that person is making
Fine.
money?
That's
Killing
a
it.
great point.
Yeah.
Also,
Great point, guys.
if you get their address, you could rob them.
That's an even better point. I think we just found a new top 5 turnaround MVP.
Are
Her name is
you
Rylee Newton.
good at pickpocketing? A little shake your hand as you leave. I took your watch. I don't know if that happened.
If you,
Or
I
a
would be-
magician in this scenario. Anyways.
I guess I'd be mad if then they started charging more. Like, or if they showed up one day, because like I remember in Seattle and in Portland having those fucking, and here having those hippies, fucking put on like the right shoes. Don't fucking
I don't
wear
want to see your
jeans.
toes and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, like dress like you're the fucking person who's got their shit together. Like
Right, like a professional. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember this lady in LA tried to get me to do affirmations. She was a fucking hippie. Like, I love myself. But she's like, I love you, Rylee. I was like, I know what you're saying.
Did you say your name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Monica likes it when people say
No. I
love
just
you
think
in
there's
their
a
name.
difference between saying I love you and then if you say their name, like Rylee, I love you.
Interesting.
It's different.
I
think
totally
it feels
get that.
different, right? Okay.
Yes.
Anyways. So your therapist loved you.
No one's ever loved me.
I love you.
Rylee.
God, I love you too.
Rylee.
Yes. She always reluctantly
did it.
says it. Anyways, okay. But wait, where were you going with that story?
I don't remember.
I want to hear the end of it.
I don't remember. I just remember thinking I know you're supposed to, like yourself and shit, but like I hated that
You
lady
can
so much.
go and love
And then she was saying my
yourself.
name and like just
Yeah.
gross.
I don't think my therapist ever said my name. Now that
Ever?
we think about it, not when we were talking. And she
That's
used to like
weird.
refer to things, like traumatic things in the past, as like that thing that happened. She would never say what it was.
Oh, she
so
thought
you
it was
didn't.
a trigger.
Yeah, so you didn't really. Maybe my name's a trigger. I don't fucking know.
Interesting.
But yeah, I didn't thought
Okay,
about it
we're,
until just now.
I'm not licensed to experiment here. If something
Yeah.
goes
Let's
bad.
try it. Right. This is. I hadn't
odd.
thought about it. Okay, sorry. Last
Number 1.
number one or
Number
5
one.
or whatever. Clock watching. They got to go. They got somewhere to be. They're not. I'm ready to leave kind of thing.
Ooh,
we
this
gotta
is tough.
gotta cut it
Clock
short
watching.
today.
Why this would be good? They're watching the clock.
Yeah.
Well, for me, it would be like, well, they're making sure it's at an hour when our time's up, so they don't overcharge me. That's exactly what I
Good
would.
financially.
charge
There
Yeah,
you go.
I would be like,
yeah.
oh, well, maybe they're keeping track because I said I'd pay for an hour, and once an hour hits, then it's done, and they're not going to charge me more. So, because I'm a cheap person.
God, I'd be so mad if I saw that. I think I would just, if it meant, if I can't. But maybe if they have somewhere to be, I could follow them and rob them.
I like how 3 out of 5 of these have ended up with you robbing
A
them.
lot of this has to do with robberies, and I'm on
It's
board.
great.
I'm 100%
They
on
deserve
board.
I think
Yeah.
we're-
People are
Yeah.
acting like jerks. They don't deserve me to be nice.
They don't deserve to own their possessions.
Yeah, they don't. That's too nice
They
for you
won't
to
mind if I
have.
remove their. Maybe it's a nice watch.
I mean, I would assume it is.
That was good. That
It was
a
really
top
good. I
five.
feel
We're really
good
good at this
about it.
game, Riley.
That
Good
was
job.
great.
Yeah, those are real like anger making. Thinking about those situations.
You
We
did
crushed
great.
that
I went to
totally.
a therapist and it was for booze. That's out. And then he told me to go write a list. I know this is self-involved. I'm still finishing it. He
Keep
told me to go
going.
write a list of pros and cons for why I should or shouldn't drink. And I proceeded to do that at a bar. And then I went back in with my list. And I fucking told him I made the list and I did it at a bar. And then I went back
Like I
again.
was drunk when I did this.
I went back again. I didn't hear what you said.
I was drunk when I did this, is what I said. But,
Well, I made sure to write the list quickly as soon as I got there, so that if it hit,
so you weren't,
I was
actually
going to
drunk.
be.
Got it.
The only thing that would be maybe later drunk was the modifications at the end that I would have made. But then I went back again after I told him I made the list at a bar and we talked about it. I went back again, and I go, "Yeah, I've been thinking about that list or whatever." And he goes, I go, I don't know if I did it right because I'm such a fucking perfectionist or whatever. It doesn't show, but I am. But like, and he goes, you can do it anywhere you want. And I'm going to do his voice when I do this because I'll never forget it. He goes, you can do it anywhere you want. I know someone who did it at a bar. And I was like, yeah, that was me. I fucking told you about that. Like, I was so pissed. I say that to my friends still whenever it comes up. I know someone who did it at a bar.
He just went Seinfeld on you and fucking.
What's the deal with bar lists?
It was so. I was like, "This is." I go, "Yeah, that was me." It's like unbelievable.
That's
was me
amazing.
telling people.
So funny.
It was
That's
so pissed.
awesome.
That's hilarious.
I never went back to that dude.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
As
Yeah,
you
no, he
shouldn't.
can
I would
fuck
not.
off.
You'd be like, I don't think this is working
I
out. That's not.
agree with you.
That's
We're at
amazing.
Told me to
56
join
minutes
that.
right
Holy
now.
shit. Yeah.
This
That's,
is flying by.
do you want to skip the quiz then, or do you want
I kind of want to do it though. Still, it's a good
Let's
quiz. It's a
do
quiz
it.
because Riley made me think of this quiz.
Yeah, let's do it quickly.
Because we had a conversation at trivia one time. How I said I want to be a game show host, and you and I think Monica wants to be a game show host too.
I want to
I think it'd be fun.
host Family Feud.
So we're gonna do what game show host are you? Is the quiz? It's an internet quiz.
Okay.
10 questions. I already took it. I know my game show host. So we're gonna find out what game show host you are, Riley.
I'm ready.
First question. You ready?
Yes.
Let's say you're a contestant on a game show. Are you all about the cash or the prizes? And the answers are straight cash, prizes, either one, win or lose. I'm all about having fun.
Cash.
Cash, nice.
Ooh, well played.
I like that decisiveness too. That's good. What did you pick, Monica?
Either one.
That's
Those
what I
prizes
picked
are
too.
garbage, and you have to pay tax on the prizes.
Okay.
Oh,
Thank
really?
you.
It's bullshit. You know a lot
Sorry,
about it.
You were kind of wrong.
She does. No, it's fine.
Games of
You're
chance,
saying
games
your
of skill, or
opinion is
mind
wrong.
Let's
games.
say it again.
Would you rather have a game of chance, a game of skill, or a mind game?
Well, are mind games head games or are mind games what you know?
I think mind games are like what you know, like trivia
Yeah.
kind of.
Or like puzzles or something.
So I think, yeah.
I
So
picked skill. I picked skill.
I picked skill also. I think Wheel of Fortune would be a mix of chance and mind games because it's the wheel is chance and then you got to solve the puzzle.
I'm going to say mind games.
Say mind games? Okay.
Also, can we dump some water on that dog outside?
Yeah, I want to so bad.
Yes,
How would you
for
describe-
ALS.
For
How,
ALS.
how would you describe your sense of humor? Well rehearsed, a little out there, good, juvenile, or punny? I picked juvenile. That's my sense of humor is juvenile.
What was the second one?
A little out there. Are you a little out there?
I'll say that.
I'll go punny because I do.
How do you
puns.
best interact with people? At a distance, up close and personal, or when I'm pulling on their puppet strings? Ooh, that's dark.
I didn't
Ooh,
see-
Jesus.
I didn't see him masturbating at home in the dark.
So up close and personal, or at a
At a distance.
at a distance?
I would go at a distance.
Are you supposed to be answering these? I'm just trying to do it fast.
No, that's fine.
Monica.
No.
This is good.
Oh no! Well, I mean, I'm doing my own, so we all three know which game show host we are.
A contestant wins a huge prize and decides they would really love to jump on you while shrieking directly in your ear. How do you handle it? Do you smile because it's part of the job? You very quickly and discreetly extricate myself from their grasp, like you get out of the way. You scream and jump along with them, or you dislocate your shoulder and put them in a sleeper hold.
I don't know how to do that, but that's the one that I would do.
That's the one you want to do?
Shit.
All right, I'm down with that. I think I screamed and jumped with them.
Yeah, you're positive.
It's not what I would have picked, but I accidentally clicked that one also.
We're going to get the same one. We have almost the same answers, I feel like. As a host, you want to make good television. To you, what makes a good contestant for a game show? Someone who doesn't take the game very seriously, an absolute lunatic, someone who is super nervous, or you can make anyone look good because you're such a good game show host, Rylee.
Oh, boy.
I said an absolute lunatic. It's probably what makes a good game show host.
I can make anyone look good.
That's what you said?
If you could control someone who's a lunatic, because they would definitely be entertaining, but crazy people, you can't rein them in.
Yeah, it's true, I guess. Someone who is super nervous, someone who doesn't take the game seriously, a lunatic, or you can make anyone look good.
I don't like any of these answers.
Yeah.
Is there masturbate in the dark alone or whatever?
B.
Absolute lunatic. You want to choose lunatic?
I'm just sure.
All right.
And they take all the attention.
How would you treat the contestants on the show? Like, how would you treat the lunatic that you chose? Would you say you don't know? Would you try to be encouraging, or would you make fun of them a lot?
I would try and be encouraging, but what I really mean is to calm them down.
Calm them down. That's
Make
nice.
fun of them.
I feel like this is a serious quiz right now. By your answers, you're like,
I know.
I like it though.
No,
I like it.
It's not.
For sure.
What's your on-air look? Do you have classic high-end suits? Do you have suits that are more casual? Do you have no suits, really casual, or no pants?
I'm definitely no pants.
No pants. Nice. Now you got to pick a
Ultra
booze
casual.
to drink and unwind with after the show. Beer, wine, liquor, all three combined, or no booze?
Is there gasoline as an option?
I guess no booze. I think a gasoline would go on all three. That's like a third.
Probably no booze, even though that's a drag.
I picked no booze also.
Liquor.
And what did you pick, Monica?
Liquor.
All right. And finally, do you like Alex Trebek with a mustache or no mustache?
I like it when he doesn't talk.
Mustache.
Mustache?
No mustache.
I picked no mustache
He
also.
looks like a creep.
It's working.
I feel like
right
then
now.
I don't know what year it is.
Oh. I'm
Oh.
excited.
Oh, we might have gotten different ones.
Really?
I
You're
got
not excited?
I got Mark Summers.
Oh, we definitely got different ones.
He did
I'm
kids
fucking
shows.
rocking this quiz.
I got Mark Summers. I am absolute slime in a good way. Your slime is fun and reminds us of the innocence of childhood. Gregarious and funny with a devil-may-care attitude. You relate to both young and old alike. We double dare anyone to say anything different.
Ooh,
Nice.
double dare.
Monica, who did you get?
Drew Carey.
That's a good one.
Yeah, it is. Few people
Making
can
money.
fill the shoes of a legend, but you can do it by adding your own twist to a classic and never miss a beat, balancing dorky with smooth and sarcasm with flattery. You're a bespectacled wonder with 2020 vision.
Ooh.
Thank
You know who you got?
What are the options?
Well, you won. You got Alex Trebek.
Whoa,
That's
you're
all
the,
right, 'cause
you're
I
the
said
king
that
of
serious
all.
answer.
You're the king
Who's
of
the
all.
king of quiz show hosts? Answer, you. Setting a level of professionalism that others can only aspire to. You are impeccably styled, erudite, and never not on your game.
I said
You
I
have
was
no
not wearing
gimmicks.
pants.
Just you. A few index
You
cards
did
and
say
sheer
that.
perfection.
But
And no pants, because there's a podium. They can't see underneath.
there you
They
go.
actually address that?
Never
No, I just
pants.
made that
Oh,
up.
that's very
Never
good. That's a
You
good
think that's right? Yeah.
Yes.
See, I just saved this dumb internet quiz for you.
I wonder whoever
Boom,
coded
boom,
that, if they said,
boom.
okay, if all of the traits fit Alec Trebek,
Mm-hmm.
and then you get down to the pants one that throws it out of that, if you then make the podium argument. You know what? They probably didn't think about it
I
that
don't
much.
know. Yeah, it's very confusing.
I like
honestly.
it,
I
though.
don't know how it works.
I haven't seen Double Dare since I was a child, so I have no idea how it goes.
Well, I liked him.
Oh, well, that's good. I'm excited.
I mean, you're just talking about the host, not the show
Yeah.
in general. So that's
I was
fine.
hoping I'd get Jeff Probst. Is that a game show technically?
I don't know.
Reality.
It's a reality show
Reality.
more, I would think.
with a
Kinda.
competition
Element.
component.
Yeah.
I just realized I didn't watch this week, and I'm going to go home and do
I
that.
love Survivor. Do you
you
watch it
really-
every week?
I love garbage. I'm not trying to hurt you, but I do love garbage.
Trying to.
That's. I mean, it didn't hurt
You
me.
do
I
love
like Big
garbage.
Brother. I watch the fuck out of that.
I've heard
Yeah?
Big Brother's good though, as far as garbage goes. It's good garbage.
Oh, we should have fucking
Drama
talked about that.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Monica, would you like to do the charity? We're at 103 minutes right now.
Yeah.
And by 103, I mean an hour.
Chair- and I was like, whatever.
can't read the
I don't know. This charity this week is called Gift of Life. It's a bone marrow matching organization. So you get this thing in the mail, you swab your mouth, and you send it back. And then if there's a match for someone who needs a bone marrow transplant, they will contact you. And they do a thing where it's a blood transfusion, and they just take it out of your blood, or you are put to sleep, and they take it out of your hips, so it doesn't hurt.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are really nervous that
It hurts.
It hurts
But it
to
doesn't
donate
hurt.
bone marrow, and it doesn't. So, or whatever, you're just out, I guess. But it's giftoflife.org. Check it out.
Pretty rad.
Do you have any charities or organizations you like to support? Should have warned you about
Big
that
Brother,
part.
Survivor.
Should have warned you about that part.
Can I make myself a charity and get some fucking money?
Yeah, do like a Kickstarter or whatever.
Let's kickstart.
Animals or fucking something.
Animals are great. Help animals.
Oh,
Don't
I
be a
get-
dick to animals. Don't ice bucket challenge your cat.
Don't.
You're gonna get.
Yeah, you should have said that. That's my charity is the Cat Ice Bucket
Cat ice
Challenge.
bucket.
For feline AIDS. Anyways.
This was good. I feel good about it. I feel alive.
I feel great. I think it was
Yeah.
good. You guys are fantastic. I love you both very much.
Love you
Mike and
guys.
Rylee. Yeah, thanks for doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now let's go put that dog in a shopping cart. Bye-bye.